Hello and welcome to a game in the upper brackets in the Line War tournament. A game that I've really been looking forward to. Barracuda against WelcomeTo. Barracuda in blue and WelcomeTo in red. So this is I think it's called round 3. And WelcomeTo got here by, so basically the quarterfinals is this. And WelcomeTo got here by beating Keaton, one of the very, very good players. And WelcomeTo only lost one game so far in the tournament, and that was in his group stage against Nickname. But he also beat Nickname one game. So, and actually won the group ahead of one spot ahead of Nickname. So it's looking very good for WelcomeTo, and he's most definitely also the favorite for this match. And Barracuda, I think his opponent just didn't show up, so he kind of just automatically moved on to this round. But Barracuda's been playing very well in his group as well. He beat Tomuk and Archer, so two very good players. So everything can happen. I would say definitely WelcomeTo is the clear favorite to win. But Barracuda, when he can take a game off of Tomuk and Archer, then he can definitely also do it against WelcomeTo. That's going to be exciting to see if Barracuda can match WelcomeTo, and who knows, he might even beat him and move on to the semi-finals. It's been a while. The tournament has slowed down quite a bit, so yeah, I've been waiting for a good game, and hopefully the match between Barracuda and WelcomeTo can feed that hunger for a while until we get the next game. But at least it's all been good games so far. But it's from now on, it should be only very, very good games that we have left. All games where either player can win. That's always fun. So let's take a look at the starting positions. WelcomeTo has focused a bit on the central part of the east side, while Barracuda is present in the north and in the south. So WelcomeTo a bit more of a central position. I would assume that WelcomeTo will start here, because it gives him the most flexibility. If Barracuda starts here, he can easily expand this way, down south and west. And if Barracuda starts here, he can easily expand north and west again. Barracuda, on the other hand, is kind of in a rush no matter which spot he picks, I think. Because if he starts here, he can definitely get this spot, of course, but he can't get much else. And WelcomeTo would have like all of this and all of this down here, and then depending on where they meet. But Barracuda actually starts down here. Maybe it's because of that instant gas. Let's see, WelcomeTo, and he starts all the way up in the corner. Okay, I'm fairly surprised by both starting positions actually. So I think this shows that WelcomeTo expects Barracuda to be here, or at least want to make sure that he got the defenses ready if Barracuda starts there. But here we go. Let's see. And WelcomeTo puts down a town. Three factories. Is that a factory? Yeah, 3 factories. That's interesting. So I guess that's tanks. Yeah, it is. And Barracuda also tanks, but with 2 factories and no eco. So already now, WelcomeTo has a great start because he can kind of fulfill that meta that is present right now with the instant town from the start, which gives a good eco boost. Let's see already now 310 for Barracuda and 350 for WelcomeTo. Barracuda adds 2 barracks and an airport. WelcomeTo is kind of just anticipating a bit or holding back. But he probably already guesses that Barracuda is not here. And he puts down the gas. Barracuda runs directly for the gas up here, or directly, not. It's not the quickest route, so that's probably not the right word. But he moves towards this spot as well and tries to get some territory up here in time. Barracuda with 2 tanks. And WelcomeTo is already building SAMs to probably to protect the tanks. The tough part about that is that it's the tanks are so much faster than the SAMs. So if you want to rush with your tanks, they will have no anti-air defense. And otherwise you have to have your SAMs moving along with them, but then you can't really rush so much. So it's kind of a trade-off. Barracuda with the interceptor. It is probably also for protecting the tanks. It could also be a scout. And Barracuda is trying some sneaky stuff with the commandos. Wants to go all the way up in the corner, and then this is definitely a scout. Let's see who can see what. So Barracuda spots WelcomeTo, and WelcomeTo can also spot Barracuda. So good scout, good information for Barracuda. And at the same time, WelcomeTo also knows that Barracuda has air, and he puts down his own airport. I guess the biggest difference right now is that WelcomeTo built a town and 3 factories, while Barracuda only 2 factories and an airport at the beginning, and then 2 barracks for capping. And actually I put down a 3rd now, so Barracuda should cap faster, quite a bit faster. Keeps reducing interceptors. And I think this is also or is that a heli? Yeah, that's a heli. So we'll probably see that Barracuda is starting to pick up on their eco here. 500 and 570. So still behind quite a bit. 80 behind, but let's see if he starts to close that gap. He definitely should, and he puts down another capping barracks. While WelcomeTo actually builds an industry and one more gas. But this could be tough loss for Barracuda. Got those commandos moving. WelcomeTo cannot spot them. But I wonder if Barracuda will let him proceed here. Barracuda needs some defense against all these tanks. He could potentially, with the right micro, get these SAMs with the tanks. But it's tough when the tanks are all he has to also defend against the other tanks. Because if he only goes for the SAMs, then WelcomeTo can just rush him down, right? Let's see if 620 and 670. So Barracuda is definitely catching up on the eco. WelcomeTo is producing interceptors and helis. And despite Barracuda only producing tanks with 2 factories, this is looking okay for him. If he can hit the SAMs with his tanks, then he can go all in on WelcomeTo's tanks with his air. WelcomeTo puts down a barracks here, both for capping, but I guess also to kind of gather an army that is strong enough to meet whatever it will meet at the west. He puts down another barracks here. Barracuda's commandos actually slip through. That could be very exciting. I wonder if this is for commandos as well. WelcomeTo with another industry. And another barracks here, more offensive barracks. Barracuda puts down a town as well. But Barracuda probably soon enough he will need more gas. If he wants to both have air and tanks. WelcomeTo is already covered with 2 gases. That should be fine for now. And this is exactly what Barracuda wants. Hitting those vulnerable SAMs. This is an issue for Barracuda. Because now WelcomeTo can hit Barracuda's tanks. But if Barracuda sends his anti-air in, well, they will probably get shot down by the SAMs. So WelcomeTo definitely has a better army composition. Barracuda really needs to get rid of these SAMs. Otherwise he will not be able to use his air at all. And down goes both interceptors. It's not good news for Barracuda. And I think Barracuda needs to retreat a bit, and he does. built another factory, but he's still only producing tanks. And that could definitely work, but he needs to focus on those SAMs so he can get all these helis to help. And WelcomeTo just put down a city. That's expensive. So this will be a great hit for Barracuda if he succeeds. Issue is though, the city has a lot of life, HP, and WelcomeTo has air and tanks close by. This would be a huge hit if Barracuda gets this. Let's look at the eco. 830 for Barracuda. So he's already hit with 50. Can he also get a city that is looking very good for him? WelcomeTo with the nickname play, I almost want to say. I wonder what it's for. Maybe just some anti-air. And WelcomeTo doesn't even react to this. He must be so focused on this battle down here. So right now, WelcomeTo is winning on army composition and the micro, basically. Finally, Barracuda gets some SAMs up and running. And he gets the town, or the city, sorry. That is just... that's a huge play. WelcomeTo puts a lot of money into getting this part of the map. So right now it looks very good for him on that side. Barracuda tries to hit the airport as well, and it seems like WelcomeTo is just not aware of this. Now he is. Now he realizes. Barracuda will also get this industry. If he can get the airport as well, those commandos has really paid off. Now we just need to be able to defend down here. So 860 for WelcomeTo, 900 for Barracuda. So even though Barracuda has more money, more capital, he seems like he's behind on army. And it's just because WelcomeTo is using his units way better right now. Well, except for the commandos, obviously, but everything else, WelcomeTo has better micro, uses or has a better army composition, and just in general gets more value out of his units. Unfortunately for Barracuda, it doesn't get the airport, and now you see this is how it looks when you're excuse me, when you're nervous about commandos. He's just desperately looking for any commandos with tanks and infantry and interceptors. And Barracuda makes the right choice to go for the gas. Probably the right choice, at least. And now he already got a bunch of SAMs. He could probably turn that production down a bit. Barracuda did make sure to invest a bit more here, but WelcomeTo is really putting a lot of money into it. He knows he cannot lose this part. Barracuda gets the gas. Those commandos have been very valuable. And only one SAM left for WelcomeTo, so now Barracuda's air can start really working. And he just keeps sending them. I would probably have stopped it by now, but I understand it, because WelcomeTo cannot really relax as long as he knows that commandos are coming every now and then. And once again here, it seems that WelcomeTo has some better micro going on. Here comes the interceptors. But Barracuda has a lot of SAMs, but he needs to use them properly and not standing around all the way in the back. Let's look at the eco again. 1090 and 1010. So Barracuda is not much ahead. And this is not looking good, and Barracuda is just sending in one unit at a time, and that will never succeed. He has put down another airport. It looks like strikers, quite surprising. And another barracks, but he needs to do an entrenchment of some sort, or at least gather his units. WelcomeTo is out of gas. And Barracuda is searching for any more eco. And WelcomeTo puts down a town and it immediately gets attacked. This time WelcomeTo is on top of it. And now Barracuda has the advantage on the main front line. But he is still just sending his units in one by one to die. And the capping speed of Barracuda has stopped. He's basically got all territory except for this. While WelcomeTo has a lot more. So now it will probably start to change again. And WelcomeTo will start to close the gap eco-wise and slowly start to gain a lead. Barracuda is lacking gas though. He still only got one refinery. And he puts down another one immediately. This is a very good push, but Barracuda is not keeping up with his SAMs. And he basically let his front units die, and then the SAMs are very vulnerable. And he has no SAMs left here to protect the helis. Well, there's one that just popped out, but not enough to take care of 4 interceptors. Now he can give some support with air. He cannot, yeah, he can actually see this building, which he just can't target. And now WelcomeTo will have some use of these missile ships. They will be able to go down here and help his infantry. And WelcomeTo is probably caught up now. 1180 and 1150, so almost. And now Barracuda's air is very vulnerable. because he's not defending it properly with the SAMs against these interceptors. Do get there. He gets one interceptor. But he also lost quite a few helis himself. And WelcomeTo just targets these barracks now. And I think that's what Barracuda should have done with the barracks, but of course I don't think he actually could, because he didn't spot them. But it's very good for Barracuda that he built his barracks over here, so he can actually give air support without getting hit by the missile boats. He puts down even more eco, more towns, but he's struggling with energy. He has a lot of tanks, and those cost quite a bit to move around. Still just sending one commando at a time, trying to hit an industry. WelcomeTo actually has 3 refineries and a town. And now Barracuda starts to gain some traction here. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 barracks. 5 actually supplying this. WelcomeTo has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But with the air support, it's looking good for Barracuda. And he's putting down an attack command all the way over here to avoid these missile ships. What he could do instead is use a blue command. So blue dot command, or even a line, he could have easily put here, and the air will not attack the missile ships. The planes will not. It's done another town. So it's 1250 for Barracuda and 1200 for WelcomeTo. So Barracuda is keeping himself in the lead. But now comes the air support for WelcomeTo. It's on the way. He put down a factory which will most likely produce SAMs. Barracuda also put down a factory, probably also for SAMs, but I don't think he can get enough SAMs in time. And he's actually starting to lose again now. He could really do with an entrenchment here. And now he does the right thing and target these buildings. That is worth so much more. Now he just needs to keep clear of the missile ships. This one might go down. It does, even though his infantry gets one missile ship. On the main front line, it's looking good for Barracuda, and I think actually WelcomeTo has kept some helis there on purpose, or maybe just didn't. Maybe not. Never mind. So this is looking very dangerous for Barracuda. He needs to keep up with these SAMs so they can protect against the interceptors. He can't afford to let them hang around all the way in the back. He needs every single unit here, or get the maximum value out of every single unit if he wants to make a move on Welcome To's main base. And he's trying to build up a small force of commandos. Well, that is definitely a small force. He's using it now with 2 commandos. And he will lose this. He's maxing out his economy. So now he only got this one left, which obviously he can't build. And otherwise he has to contest this territory, or this part of the map. He's struggling with gas right now. Gets an industry. And Welcome To is on top of it. Put down a lot of barracks here actually. And now Welcome To go straight for the gas. Very good play, because Barracuda does not have a lot of gas. I think he can stop producing SAMs. He just needs to use them better. I could also put down quite a lot of barracks. And does make the entrenchments now. Everything here is so vulnerable, because it doesn't have any anti-air. He could reach with his interceptor. Or send over some SAMs. He desperately need anti-air. It's not a lot of helis. And he can actually afford to build another one. Oh, and he did already. I think he should have sent the interceptors instead of using these strikers. Just put them on a line command between this gas and the airport. But here comes a lot of helis. And they will definitely get this airport. So Welcome To, once again, he's just using his units more efficiently. This will go down now. Barracuda sends his interceptors up north to die. Well, maybe not to die, let's see. So right now it's almost more like a game of who pushes through first. Barracuda can actually build eco here as well. He got 2 towns. More or less safe. I say this is fairly safe. This is risky. But if Welcome To pushes through here, there's a lot of vulnerable infrastructure in form of eco and gas. The entrenchments are very strong. I don't think this will hold though. Maybe if the reinforcements come fast enough. He actually decides to cut this entrenchment. He could have let it stay and just remove the units from the command. Then they would have moved down here and He could have, if he for some reason regretted it, put them back. Here comes a ton of helis. And it's not enough with 3 SAMs. But he actually does make some good work of it. So maybe it is enough. This might go down on the last shot here. No, it does survive. And now the interceptors are coming just in time as the SAMs from WelcomeTo is here, and they might get shut down. Let's see. Yeah, they will probably die now. If Barracuda isn't on top of it. But it does fend off the attack for now. And in the meantime, he's having a very nice push on a WelcomeTo. Oh, he just needs to have these SAMs with his army. They're keeping up decently this time. And here he can use his helis as he please and just take out these infantry from WelcomeTo. And I actually didn't spot this. Very nice. Very nice from Barracuda, and now he's starting to use his commandos again. Just as WelcomeTo is busy with so many other things. This game is really, really close. What a game. 1550 for Barracuda and 1250 for WelcomeTo. So this is looking very good for Barracuda now. WelcomeTo still has slight territory to cap. These 3 towns really did something for Barracuda. And he still can put down 2 more. Right now he focuses on producers though, to make that final blow. And this might be... yeah, he does regret. Because I understand that he wants to just push through, it's now or never. But if he loses all the SAMs, WelcomeTo has a lot of helis, which can just rip apart all these units. It will take a long time for Barracuda to replenish so many SAMs, because all his factories are down here. And now Barracuda is pushing, counter pushing on this small choke. That's looking good. And once again he's not using his SAMs optimal, and WelcomeTo spots that. He knows the SAMs are centered around this spot, and he takes a shot at it and kills the building here. Very well played by WelcomeTo. But Barracuda does notice immediately, and what he can do now is he might be able to get some of these as they land. Because no matter how good you are at micro, you don't really have any control over the landing of the helis. Luckily for WelcomeTo, these helis are retreating far back. Like, he could have been unlucky and they were all just landing right here. But now Barracuda put all his SAMs to the right side, and then WelcomeTo tries to put his helis over on the left side instead. Barracuda does not seem to be able to push through here. And he changed these to conquer commands, so he's starting to maybe build up a small army of commandos, but also to cap the territories. And WelcomeTo is trying to move his helis around, probably over here and then down to avoid Barracuda SAMs. But this push is looking deadly. And Barracuda takes the first game. Wow. That was such a fun game to watch. It went back and forth. WelcomeTo seemed to have the upper hand at times, but more from maybe a microing perspective, because he was only ahead with eco the first part, which also shows an empire value. But I guess this is also about how he made better use of his units until he got hit by commandos. Those commandos getting the city from Barracuda, that was such a good play. And that really, like, imagine how much of a difference it is to just build a city worth 450 and you build the town as well, that's 300. So that's 750. And not only did WelcomeTo lose that value, but he lost the value or the income of a potential city. So that's a huge difference, and it's something like that that maybe did the was a turning point. It could have been decisive, I think, because that's a huge eco difference. I can't recall exactly what a city gives actually in income, but it's definitely a lot. So very well played by both, and a kind of a dark horse win here. I think the favorite lost the game here. So very, very exciting to see the second game, how that plays out, and I can't wait, so I'll jump straight into it. Hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, and then if you did, I hope to see you around for another game. Have a nice day. Bye.